Hello once again, Star Wars and Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and we are back with a Smugglers Bounty Funko Pop mail-in. And this is a unique box because I have been informed through email, as I'm sure many of you, or all of you, if you are also subscribing to Smugglers Bounty, they have decided to discontinue the mail-away subscription box service and switch over to a retail version of that. Now, I don't know exactly what that means at this point. It could be that they just want to offer the boxes on a website. It could mean a complete overhaul in what Funko Pop is doing with the way they sell things. It's very, very hard to absolutely pinpoint down to the exact specific on what they're going to be doing. So, my feelings on that, I really could take it either way. As I've mentioned in previous episodes, I like the Smuggler's Bounty. I do feel that the subscription box service, might have run its course. Maybe it's time to try something new. I'm amazed at the subscription box idea and how it has kind of permeated into all of society with things like, we have Mickey Monthly, which is a Disney subscription service, not run by Disney, but run privately. There's all of these like HelloFresh and other cooking subscription services that actually send you ingredients, pre-cut and whatnot for you to make food. I think that's it's a very unique thing. I think it's just it's tapping into a need that people have. Less people are going out less and less and are trying to do things in a much more convenient manner that works for them. So that's a neat idea. Plus, they like the surprise element. What's coming? What it's going to be? It can be anything. Who knows? Okay. So people involved with this, of course, Smuggler's Bounty is not quite so mysterious. There's oftentimes, pretty obvious what you're going to be getting. They give you coming soon emails, and they give you hints, and you can always look online to see what other people have. So without any more discussion, why don't we get right into it? I can tell by the box art that we are looking at something that is Ewok related. I'm hoping that whatever Ewok, if there's an Ewok Funko Pop, which I'm assuming there will be, I am hoping that it will not be one that I already have. Although they do say that it's always going to be some type of exclusive. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and I'm happy to report that it is definitely not something I already have. Okay, let's. But before we get into exactly, let's see what other elements we have here. Start with. There we go. Funko Star Wars socks. I think they're socks. Ooh, I kind of like these. These are interesting. These are they socks or are they? Oh yeah, they're socks. If you can look closely, you'll see that they are actually the second Death Star, right? And the shield generator. So pretty cool. Now, I will say this about the Funko Pop socks, okay? I don't believe, they say they're one size fits all. They're one size fits some, okay? They did send out a pair and a subscription box a little while ago, and I tried them on, and they weren't quite so comfortable for my size feet. So, you'll have to just decide for yourself. If you order them and you get these socks, maybe they'll be good, maybe not. We shall see. But I can always give them to one of my other family members, and they could always fit better on them. So that's one part of that. So that's cool. This is something different. It is a tin, and it looks like there's something inside the tin. Pop exclusive. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Now, mind you, I didn't do any research on these. I just have been subscribing to the service and kind of waiting to see what it is. And I do that, on purpose because I want to see what kind of stuff they have. I don't want to be surprised. Unfortunately, this one, it looks like it is a little bit challenging to get open. There we go. Yeah, this is cool. It's a nice little metal tin. And on the box, it's Ewok Village. It's got the ATST walker. It's got, I believe, Wicket there on the front. You can see that. And there's the ATST. And we have a blind bag here. Oh! That's cool. It's a little Funko Pop keychain. There's Wicket, and it looks like his hood can come off too, or at least can go over his head a little bit. That's neat. All right, that's pretty cool. The tin, though, is really neat. That's a nice little thing. Obviously, you got to watch how you put it in there. You know, it looks like it. You have to make sure you line it up so it fits right. Okay, cool. And the big item in here. Oh, well, we do get a patch, which is an Ewok or Wicket patch. I think it might just be a random Ewok. I don't know if it's Wicket. Okay, and it doesn't look like they did pins. And we have this one. We have the Scout Trooper on the speeder bike. So that is really cool. I do not have that, so that's fun. I've noticed that the last couple, they've kind of been hit or miss whether you get a shirt or not, which I kind of like the shirts, but then again, there's only so many. I mean, thank goodness I have a YouTube channel that I can wear the shirts, because I have so many shirts that it's difficult to find places to actually wear them all. So, all right, there he goes. Okay, let me just clean up my mess here, and I'll do that in a second. The Scout Trooper is among my favorite trooper designations of all time. I very much enjoyed seeing that on, that in the original Star Wars movies, when there was, you had your stormtroopers, then you had your snow troopers, and then, of course, we're in the forest, so you have your biker scouts, and of course their speeder bikes, which were really, really cool, and it was a really neat effect and something that was pretty amazing and a great way to plus the experience from just standard chase sequences and things of that nature. So this guy's really cute. He's got his it looks like it's permanently affixed to the stand. I'm going to give him a good, there he goes, an excellent bobble feature. Sometimes they don't always work out so well. All right, and again, your Endor theme. You have your. I hope these socks fit, because I think these are really, really nice. I like the art on it. I think and I remember this scene. This is just one of those moments where you saw the second Death Star and they kind of pan down and you see this. I think it was when the Imperial shuttle was landing with Vader on it. So a really cool thing. So. And again, we have our talk about Ewoks, and there's a lot of, I sometimes like to think of the Ewoks as the catalyst for the birth of what I'd like to affectionately call the haters. Okay, and what I mean by that are just the people that, were just not, they weren't getting into it. They just weren't buying the Ewoks when Return of the Jedi came out. And the thing is that there was no internet. There was no internet back then. There was no forum to really air your feelings about it. So the first I ever heard of it was, again, I mentioned this earlier, reading Starlog magazines and letters to the editor, and then all of a sudden I'm reading about people who just didn't like the Return of the Jedi. They thought it was too Muppety. They thought the creatures and the characters were just, it was just too over the top. And, there you go. But you got to remember, that was that person's opinion, and that maybe there was a lot of people that felt that way. Maybe there was less people, but sometimes the loud voices often get mistakenly thought of as the majority of the voices. I wasn't that way at all. I loved the Ewoks. I loved the characters, all the characters from Return of the Jedi. I just thought it was a great big. It kind of made the universe bigger to me. You got a little bit of that when you went to the cantina in Episode 4. You saw creatures of all types, and then you get an Empire Strikes Back, and aside from, you got Yoda, and you got a couple of those bounty hunters, and then where else did you see creatures? You didn't see anything. The Tauntaun, the Wampa, on the snow planet, but that was it. There were no other creatures. Everything was human. And then you go back to Return of the Jedi, and it's Ewoks. It's all of Jabba's aliens. It was all the aliens from that helped the rebels, like Admiral Akbar and Nine Num and all those creatures. It just seemed like a much bigger universe, which made more sense. So I'm a big fan of the Ewoks. I'm a big fan of Return of the Jedi. I do think it still holds up as my favorite movie, just because it just came out in a pivotal time in my life as a young adolescent, and it just connected really well with it. So this is a really cool unboxing for the Smugglers Bounty. Now, I do want to say that I mentioned at the beginning of the program, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with this now that they're getting rid of the subscription service. I think it's going to go at least 1 or 2 more, I believe. I thought they said it stops as of either May or September. So either 1 or 2 more rounds are going to happen. But I think at this point we have to kind of go we have to go online, or they're going to send us an email and we have to confirm through the email. I don't know. Maybe they're just restructuring what they do. If anybody knows and want to put a comment in YouTube on this video, I'd very much appreciate it. Okay, so there you go. That is the essential episode today. And be sure to like and subscribe. All right, check out all my other videos on YouTube. Hit the notification button, hit the like button. Go back and rewatch some of the old ones, or watch some of them for the first time. I'm trying to set up some playlists, but just haven't gotten a chance to update that recently. So I'll try to do that soon. If you like Legos, if you like Funko Pop, if you like specific things, and I'll try to separate them all into certain areas so you can just watch them all back to back. And of course, I have Instagram and Twitter at Darth Tuba. You can follow me there, and you can also join my Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing page on Facebook. And if you have any, again, leave comments if you have questions, or you can email me darthtuba77@gmail.com, and that'll be great. So again, that'll do it. So we'll be back very soon with a new episode. Lots of some new and lots of old stuff to be unboxing. So we're really excited about that. Plus, there is a new movie coming, and with that new movie comes new toys, and they should be getting released very, very soon. I was going to go to the Toys R Us locally, but as we know now, that is no longer going to be a possibility. Our Toys R Us in this town has, in fact, started their clearance, so we'll see if Target or Walmart or one of the other places around here offer a midnight opening to release the toys. If they do, I'll try to get a video out for that. All right, so lots of things to look forward to. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, may the Force be with you.